everyone, we're back. And the guys have been debating very, very animatedly during the break. And I'm just sitting here enjoying because it's
Eat your cake, Sarah. Come on. Just bring on a topic.
Eat your cake and dream of Torres.
Dreaming of Torres, you know. And no, but they were bringing up a very valid point about how some people should be called out and how some people shouldn't. One of the reasons was because I was asking the guys if they wanted to talk about England because Capello, we can see him here. I think if you see the photo, can we see Capello? Capello. He's got Capello. Yes, he actually stood up to Liverpool and he told the so-called injured Gerrard to report for duty.
That's right.
I think Liverpool was... I mean, I have to be honest, I do think Liverpool was trying to protect Gerrard because we know we can't win the next game without him.
He's not injured. He's got a bruise. I was right. Put up the colour. Where's that jersey? Come on.
Don't be mean.
What? Pussycat? Oh, come on.
And Beckham has been dropped for the friendly against Germany, but they're putting in this newbie, and he's Mancienne. Let's see it.
Who is this dude?
I'll show you. He fly.
That's all.
That's him.
You're easily convinced about the height of people, how people jump.
Hey, can you jump that high?
RJ can jump this high, man, and he's twice the weight.
Can you? I can't.
What are you talking about?
Photoshop a bit, that's a bit lower.
I can't. I know I can't jump that high because I've tried, and I know it was not a very good photo.
Did anybody see the under-21? Did he play well? Was he good?
Apparently, according to data, Stuart Pearce thinks that he's the best player in the under-21.
Apparently, yes. Stuart Pearce actually
I tell you
did say
what,
that.
I mean, if you are going to call up someone unknown for an England game, I think a friendly is the best time to actually do
Throw
it.
them in?
That is true.
Throw them in.
I agree.
But against
50%.
Germany?
I don't believe that. I don't think you should give up cheap caps. Number one, I don't think that Michael Mancienne is good enough because if I could name a few,
Have you seen him play?
I'll play Gavin Hoyt before I play Michael
him play?
Mancienne. I've never seen him
Well,
play.
Actually,
then you
he's
can't say
only
that.
played a little bit.
Okay, I know he plays for Wolves. I think he's on loan at Championship Club
yes.
for Wolves. But the thing is,
Okay, this is
you're
where I
playing
can
Wolves
actually
against
tell
the
you, okay? He played against Seychelles.
Seychelles? All right.
He played against Seychelles. What I tell you?
But what I'm trying to say is playing Wolves against
Seychelles as a
Preston,
football team.
Apparently.
Wolves against one of those League One teams, it's not going to make a difference against
Seychelles.
Exactly. We could play against Seychelles.
I'll play goalkeeper.
Bring him on.
Wait, what I'm trying to say is that if Capello wants to bring him in, that's fine. Bring him with the under-21s, which he's really with, and then watch him from there. If you really want to put him in there, I don't believe centre-backs are good enough at 20. I think they should be about 25, 26, which is what Phil Jagielka is good at.
Because it's your age, or
he's about 26.
You know, I'm going to
centre-back can play to...
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think Jagielka is an international player. I mean, I think he's a very
Who's
good
better
EPL.
right now?
No.
I think he's a great
Who's
EPL
better right
player,
now?
but he's not an international.
Who's better right now?
You know, I think
Just one question. Who's better right now?
playing in his position,
Both of us playing centre-backs, yeah.
apart from the usual Ferdinand and Terry.
No, who's the best? Meaning those two, Michael Mancienne and Phil Jagielka.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen
we haven't
Mancienne
seen
play. That's my
but
point.
actually, most people
My
haven't
point
seen
is I haven't seen
Mancienne.
Mancienne play. I've seen Jagielka play, and I'm telling you, he's not international standard.
I know. What I'm trying to say is
Good
that
old English football with
That's
Jagielka has been playing with Sheffield United with Championship clubs, and now he's playing with Everton. He's been playing
You got two John Terrys up there. No.
and you have David Moyes, who is. Do you agree that he's a good coach?
I'm saying
Is
that.
David Moyes a good manager? Is David Moyes a good manager?
Jagielka's the kind of player that you bring in is never going to play in the first team. Ever going to play in the first team. Because you think about the choices that Capello has ahead of him, you know, he's never going to make it into the starting 11.
Okay.
I mean, you have Terry, you have Ferdinand, you have Woodgate, you have King, you have
Upson.
all this. You have Michael Richards, you know, people like that who are way ahead of him.
By the way, I think Michael Richards is way overrated. But
Maybe, but you know, I think he's been there.
He's proven
You see, I have my doubts about Jagielka, but Jeff's point, and I have to agree, is if you're going to talk about good old English football, they don't come more simple, honest, and hard as Jagielka.
I don't think Capello's England plays English football.
Whoa.
But what I'm trying to say is that the best player should always be chosen. If you're 17 or 37,
I think
if you're the best,
I think
if you're looking forward to the future, then you
Mancienne
put him in under 21s.
Jom tu Isa, Mancienne, 164 in FIFA ranking. Okay, continue.
I think if
But
you're...
where do you get that from?
It's all in him, man.
I think if you're going to play a friendly, you're going to play a friendly game.
Fair enough. That I
Use
agree
it to see what new players there are out there. I mean, I don't think you necessarily want to put him in under 21 to see how good it is, because honestly, the kind of level that you have under 21, it's completely different as well.
Then, if that's the case, have a get together. Bring him in. Bring Jack Wilshere in. Bring Gavin Hoyt in. Bring the whole Arsenal youth team in. Mark Randall.
How old is Mancienne again?
20.
20,
Jack
yeah.
Wilshere's 16.
No, but the thing,
Jack Wilshere
Jack
self
Wilshere was man of the match against Wigan.
I thought he was
fighting
17,
for that
but
one.
never mind.
He was so
But he's
young, they
16.
couldn't even give him the champagne because of being illegal.
I'm not going to disagree
When you're talking
about
about
Jack
good football
Wilshere.
players, Jack Wilshere definitely has a better first touch than Michael
Yeah.
Mancini. I don't even need to watch Michael Mancini
Again,
play.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're talking about club.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
it's completely. As I said, when you step into the world stage, it's
It
a
is a
completely
different
different.
stage.
You know,
It is
I give you an
different.
example.
And
Okay,
you're rather roping a 20-year-old centre back than a 16-year-old
friendly game.
blanket.
Sure,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying.
I
For a
agree.
friendly game.
I agree.
You know, I'm just
Definitely.
saying that you need to build for the future. As a manager, you can't just look at what it is today.
And before things get unfriendly, let's see
No,
the
it's
lineup
too
for
big.
next week. Barclays Premier League.
I disagree.
It's still friendly. It's
Let us see the
Passionate.
lineup for next week. We have Chelsea versus Newcastle on Saturday, Liverpool versus Fulham, Man City versus Arsenal. that might be an interesting one.
interesting
I
game.
know I'm worried about this game as well. I'll say now I'm
Okay.
worried about this game. We'll probably lose this game and then next game we'll beat Chelsea.
Please.
Okay,
So
another
Arsenal's
another
gonna
one
beat
that
City.
I'm
What's
looking
wrong
forward
with
is
you?
Man United versus Villa. Because Villa always seems to pull out like. You know, they pull out games when you least expect it. And of course, another one I'm looking forward to is Tottenham versus Blackburn Rovers.
Why?
On
That'd be good.
25th.
It's 19 versus 18. What's that about forward to?
Relegation dogfight.
It's a relegation. So yes, let's cut back to
These
the
are the
camera.
games-
Come on.
It's 6 points.
These are the
yeah.
games that will show whether Spurs will stay up.
Camera.
These are the games. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back to the camera and yes, sorry, you were saying.
That's right.
No, I'm just hoping that Paul Robinson remembers, you know, that it was Spurs who made him do it today. And he's gonna do the same thing he's been doing for Spurs. He goes back to White Hart later, he remembers, oh yeah, you know.
Bet you have a Stormer, he'll be better man of the match and Blackburn will win on the
That's
dodgy
what I'm
penalty
really worried
winner.
about. I'm actually thinking he's gonna do that. He's gonna come back.
And Gomez will score.
Okay, wait, don't talk so much. Are you guys worried about your match? Because your match, it looks like it's a.
I am very
I
worried.
think it's going to be tough. I think Man City is just like Arsenal in the sense that they
Man,
bring
this one-
themselves up for the big game.
I think this one's going to be a banana skin game, boy.
Yeah.
Really, it's looking like.
It's-
And I think you know the Brazilians at City, they got something to show.
Let me tell you this, let me say this now. I think Arsenal will run away with this one.
You think so? I
Arsenal
really
will
hope
run
so.
away with this one.
But I
They owe the fans a performance.
The thing
think
is,
you're
it's like I said, top 4 teams, you don't see them losing 2 times in a row. You don't usually see a big win after a defeat.
I don't think it's so much to
And-
do with that. But to me, honestly, I think City's really on a downward spiral right now. You know, I think City it's not been playing well. They've got great stars. They've got great stars who are not even playing. Like Ilano's a fantastic player, right? But he's not even like getting onto the field. I'm telling you,
He doesn't have the work ethic that Mark Hughes like.
Probably.
But you see,
Probably.
Mark
That's
Hughes
true.
is the wrong
Probably.
manager for see. I'll say this. I'm glad Hughes is the manager at Man City now because if it was Sven, we would lose. With Hughes, we have a chance.
And I think, you see, Robinho's not the right kind of
He's
player for Mark
honest.
Hughes as well, you know. I don't know whether he had a say in buying Robinho or not, or whether it was just forced upon him, but I think the kind of players that Mark Hughes has right now is not something he's used to. I don't think Man City is doing well. They should be doing a lot better than what they're doing, but they're not doing well. You know?
Yeah,
And-
considering how much they spend on their team too.
Yeah, and I think
not
I think
calling
this
the
one,
shots, I think,
they,
yeah,
they
yeah.
look pretty, they look attractive, you know, when they have their moments, but Arsenal's going to run away with this one.
I don't know.
pretty sure.
I think differently. I think differently. I think this is going to be.
I think Arsenal should win. I hope it's by 4 or 5. I highly doubt.
The centre halves in Man City are playing terribly. Michael Richards playing terribly, and what's the other guy?
Richards.
Ben
Mark
Haim.
Richards.
No, Ben Haim is in there.
Not Ben Haim.
Richard Dunn.
Richard Dunn.
He's
Yeah,
suspended.
he's having a wobble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you, against Spurs, he had a terrible game against Spurs, and you never see Richard Dunn do things like that. You know, I think
Something is missing somewhere there.
What do you
I
guys
don't
think
know,
of
it's just-
United against Villa?
I think
Villa.
this would be the big test. I think this would be the big test for both Villa and United.
Okay.
On record, on paper, Villa's always got a bad time against United.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
But
very
having
well
said
against
that,
them.
Villa had not beaten Arsenal for 15 years.
Yeah.
That was-
That's Martin
Yeah.
O'Neill's first victory.
That was a few days ago.
No, but
This is going to be a
I
different
tell you
ball
what,
game.
RJ. I'll tell
if
you what.
Villa can follow up, because
I don't know,
Villa
I-
are desperate
I
to
sense
prove.
bets coming
I
on
tell you
here.
what, RJ. I don't know if United's going to win, but I do know that if they don't win, they're really out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think this is the game that's going to.
Yeah.
I have a
agree.
feeling. I have a feeling this is where Ronaldo's going to do something damn special. I mean, this is
We
what I
hope
see
like
because
he
he's
hopes.
really.
He hopes.
I highly disagree because it's an away game.
Because
and,
I see
I don't
this
think
guy.
Ronaldo
I
will
see
turn
this
up.
guy coming up.
I think so. I think so.
Who's the guy? Is he Sunamuti?
I agree.
Oh!
You know?
This is where the Arsenal people thought that way.
It's an away game. I think Villa should get a point out of this.
Well,
Give me his number because I'm going to call him.
I think you all can watch next time.
But we all agree that Chelsea and Liverpool, I think they're home bankers on those two.
Yes, Chelsea, Liverpool.
I'll go more with Chelsea than Liverpool.
I mean,
because
yes, I
Actually,
agree.
Chelsea more than
Fulham might park the bus in front, and Benitez might play someone else rather than Gerrard.
I think these are Liverpool's games that
Since
they have
he's
to
injured.
I think
Injured.
Liverpool. I think Liverpool's going to do it for sure. Fulham's great at home, but they're really poor away.
Away,
you know.
yeah.
So I think
Good
Liverpool's
point.
definitely going to do that. Newcastle's just terrible. You
Yep.
know, and they're not going to play Chelsea.
I did
They're not gonna show up against
I did
Chelsea.
tell you.
I see another hat
That one, I know that one's going to be bad.
Guys, we
Newcastle's
can
gonna
talk
be
about
trouble.
this till the cows come home, but we need to go to the news really soon. So, the Razorism for the day. Arsene Wenger said, I always say the first sign of quality is consistency. This has been Edwin, RJ, Jeffrey, and Ben with the noisiest mouth off ever. Signing out.
It was the
Good night.
cakes, it was the food.